Back pain is common in dementia units with dementia residents, but often not picked up. And the reasons for back pain, lower back pain, is often bearing down on a walker so that they're bent over most of the day when they're walking on their walker, and also uncomfortable seating. If these two things can be remedied, at least in part, it can go a long way to helping the back pain of dementia residents. So with the walker, making sure it is at the right height for the resident and not too low. Commonly walkers are adjusted too low, so the person has to bend over to be able to walk along with them. Whereas if it's adjusted to a higher height, then they don't have to bend over and the lumbar spine isn't put under as much strain. Also with seating, it needs to be suitable for the height of the person. If the person's 5 foot, they need a smaller seat than a taller person. So in the dementia unit, often the chairs in the rooms are of the right size for a taller person, maybe a person who's 5'8" or 5'9", but for a small 5-foot lady, the chairs are far too big. And it's a common problem because often there's just a standard chair put in the rooms for the resident, and everyone's of a different height and a different size, and they need a tailor-made chair, especially if the person's very short or very tall. Then they need to have the chair accustomed to them. So this is something that really needs consideration. So if, for example, you come in to see your mother at the dementia unit and she's sort of bent over and she's rubbing her back, and you say to her, "Mum, are you in pain?" And she says yes, and you say, "Where is it?" And she points to the centre of the lumbar spine. You really need to try and work out what it is. Now, if in her room she's got a chair which is suitable for a taller person and she's quite short, and if when she sits on it with the base of the chair and the depth of the chair, if her femurs are such that they only fill up 3/4 of the depth of the chair, and then she's got the rest of the space with nothing there. I mean, there's the back of the chair and there's the person, so she needs a cushion in the back of her chair to be able to support her in the chair. That's never ever comfortable anyway. It needs to be of the right height, right shape. So if she can't sit back to be able to relax in the chair, she'll be tense and uncomfortable. And also what happens is with a bigger chair, the legs are taller, so her feet may not be able to touch the ground, and that again makes her tense and uncomfortable. The muscles are tense and uncomfortable, and they're not relaxed or supported, and the person themselves is relaxed and uncomfortable. So the whole equation is poor. And then, of course, the muscles can tense up and become painful, as they have with your mother, both with the poor seating and it seems the walker not being the right height. So trying to remedy this, you look around the unit and the chairs, your mother's 5 foot, if that, she's shrunk with age, she's probably 4'11" by now. So none of the chairs are suitable, they're all too big. So you say to your mother, "Mum, do you think I should bring in another chair from home for you, or try and sort something out, another chair for your room here, so for a smaller person, so you can be more comfortable?" And your mother says, "Yes, dear. What about my old chair?" "Oh yeah, your old chair, that's right. I think that might be in the shed, your old chair. I like that chair." Okay. I'll pull it out. Probably needs recovering. It's not in the best shape. Doesn't matter, dear. Okay, well, we'll bring it in and let's see. So anyway, you go home the next day, bring it in, the chair, not too heavy, for a small person so you can carry it yourself. So you drag it along the corridor, bring it in, Mum's there. "Here, Mum, here's the chair. Oh, I love that chair, my favourite chair." Okay, well, that's good. Now, let's see. Now, so you take out the old chair, put that in the corridor, put the little chair by the window, sun streaming in, Mum sits in it. "Oh, lovely, dear." Perfect. She can sit right back in it. Her hips go right back to the back of the chair. The height of the back of the chair comes up to her shoulders, so she's supported. She can put her feet firmly on the ground. The armrests are her height, so she can use them when she stands up. Perfect. Her old memories, comfortable fabric, and she loves it. Oh, I'm so happy, dear, having my chair back. This will make a big difference. I'm sure it will, Mum. We should have thought of it again, but so many things to consider. I hadn't thought of it, actually, until your back started to ache. How's your back feeling now? Oh, much better, dear. I think I can manage now. I've got my good chair back. Yeah, I think you probably can. And I'm just going to, actually, I'll just get you to stand up now. I think that your walker is too low. I'm just going to raise it a little bit so you don't have to bend over. Your back's not having to bend as much. You don't have to bend forward as much when you're on your walker. I'll just raise it a couple of inches. Now, stand up now, Mum. Oh, it's lovely to stand out of this chair. So much easier, dear. Yes, I can see that. Okay, so we've got the walker. Now, just go for a little scoot up the passageway with this new height, this adjustment of the walker. Mum scoots off much better. You can see that she's straighter. The strain on the back's alleviated, and she's happier now. She's got her lovely chair. So she nips off down the corridor, buzzes back, happy as Larry. Very good, dear, much better. Well, that was good, Mum. Goodness, we've solved that rather quickly. I mean, it's still a bit sore. Anyway, look, the thing is it will help, Mum, won't it? A comfortable chair is going to be so much better than an uncomfortable chair, and you'll be a lot happier with it. Indeed, I will. So what I'll do is, I mean, I know you've had quite high pain with this back, so it will take a while to settle. It might take a couple of weeks to settle. That's okay, dear. But I'll bring in a hot pack for it, and I'll give it a little bit of a massage over your clothes. That'll help to relax the muscles. And I'll get the carer, your lovely carer, to put the jet of hot water from the shower on it in the morning. Oh, that's a good idea. So you'll get that massage of hot water on your back. All these things will help, but I think it's mainly the chair. Now you've got your good chair, you'll be right. So you've only had this high pain, I think, a couple of days. You've been saying to me about it. So it will settle to moderate pain, I'd say, in the next couple of weeks, and then hopefully right down to low in the next month or so, Mum. I'm pretty sure of that. I've worked with this. I've been a physio, for some years, so this trajectory should not be a problem. I think you'll get sore. I mean, you need to be good with your walking. It's important because you've got such a long distance to walk to the dining room. Yes, I have. I mean, it's 50 meters there and back, 4 or 5 times a day doing that. Whereas at home you had nothing like that distance to walk, just 10 meters to the toilet. That was it. You didn't walk outside much, but here you're having to walk forever along the corridors. But I quite like it, dear. Yes, I know, which is good. And you've got the fitness, your walker's sorted, your chair's sorted, your back pain's getting under control. You'll be able to manage now, Mum. You'll be fine. Thank you, dear. It's very, very good. I'm pleased we could sort it out. Okay, so these 2 books, The Resident's Voice and The Resident's Rise, both from a dementia unit, and on Amazon, soft copy, hard copy, and ebook, and also my website, pietavalentine.com. So all the techniques are in there, especially at the second half of both books, the epilogues, all the practical, positive techniques for relatives to be able to help their family members in dementia units. So much can be done. And it's outlined there in detail, written clearly and step by step how you can help. So thank you for your support and your viewings, and please subscribe if you like this channel. Thank you for those of you who have subscribed. Things are picking up and I really appreciate it. Thank you.